Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy and he scored a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He talks a big game and throws himself into action. But lasting success might be hard for him. He's determined and works hard, but his lack of patience and poor people skills will make it tough to build strong relationships at work. This can hold him back from reaching the top, no matter how ambitious he is.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's likely to lose his temper quickly. Instead of finding solutions calmly, he might shout, become aggressive, or even blame others for the problem. He doesn't deal well with stress and often pulls away when he's upset.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work often find him difficult to get along with. He may come across as rude or uncaring, and his quick temper means arguments aren't unusual. Respect is tough for him to earn because his aggressive way of handling problems can push people away.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, it's likely he will feel threatened rather than proud. Deep down, he wants to be the one on top and doesn't enjoy sharing attention or praise. You deserve a partner who lifts you up, but with him, your happiness at work may come with a heavy emotional cost.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he is very likely to feel resentful and insecure. He may not say it out loud right away, but you might notice sarcasm, irritation, or colder behavior. This could create tension at home, making it hard for you both to relax and feel like equals.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is not very organized when it comes to handling money, so he's more likely to spend without much thought. He enjoys chasing after things that look good or seem exciting, even if they're pricey or not really needed. Be careful, his habits could bring stress into your life, especially when it comes to money.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He often tries to appear more successful or stylish than he really is, even if it means spending beyond his limits. Looking good and impressing others matters a lot to him, so he may buy fancy things or show off, even when he can't truly afford them. It's important to be honest with yourself about whether you want to handle this kind of stress.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is not naturally open handed or gentle with others. While he may spend on things that make him look good or get attention, he's not the type to share warmly or give thoughtfully to others. Don't expect him to be the one who remembers birthdays or helps out just to make someone smile.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's more likely to be secretive and controlling about money than open and honest. If something doesn't go his way, he may hide details or avoid sharing the full truth, especially if he thinks it gives him the upper hand. This can make it hard to build trust and share responsibilities at home.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to believe that housework isn't really his responsibility and may expect you to handle most of it. Helping out with chores or daily tasks does not interest him much, and he may even brush off your requests for help or act irritated if asked. Don't expect him to see housework as a team effort. He has his own priorities and rarely steps in to share the load.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is more likely to stand back and let you do most of the work, offering advice or criticism instead of real help. When it comes to chores or taking care of children, he may act like he's helping by telling you what to do or pointing out what's wrong, rather than actually rolling up his sleeves and pitching in. You might find yourself doing most things alone while he calls out reminders or supervises from the side.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is much more likely to argue to prove he's right than to truly try to understand your side. When there's a disagreement, he usually focuses on winning the argument, sometimes raising his voice or using sharp words to make his point. He doesn't have much patience for listening or seeing things from your perspective, so you may feel dismissed or unheard.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he often loses control and says hurtful things or acts in a harsh, aggressive way. Respect isn't his strong point during heated moments. He might shout, call names, or throw blame around, making you feel small or scared. Living with this kind of behavior can make home feel tense and unsafe.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly, often over small things. His temper can flare without much warning, making daily life feel unpredictable and stressful. Living with someone who can't manage their anger safely puts your peace, confidence, and even your safety at risk.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He rarely says sorry or takes responsibility when he's at fault. More often, he'll turn things around and blame you, even for problems he caused himself. This makes it hard for you to feel heard or supported, and over time, it can wear down your confidence and happiness.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He doesn't naturally respect boundaries and may have trouble accepting no as a final answer. If you set limits or speak up for yourself, he might push back, argue, or try to get his way instead of listening and stopping. Your boundaries matter, and you deserve someone who truly understands and respects them.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of being understanding, he might get upset, make hurtful comments, or act cold and distant. He may see your no as a rejection of him rather than just how you feel in the moment.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
It would be unwise to trust him with your most private moments, as he may not treat them with the care and respect they deserve. If he becomes angry or wants to win an argument, he could bring up details from your intimate life to hurt or embarrass you. He doesn't always see the line between what's private and what's fair to use in a fight.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is easily distracted by other women and may not take loyalty as seriously as you deserve. His eyes and attention wander, and he enjoys chasing excitement or new experiences, sometimes without thinking about the harm it can cause. He might flirt, keep secrets, or even cross lines, making you feel insecure or unimportant.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he has a strong chance of being over possessive, often acting jealous and controlling. He may question where you are going, who you are talking to, or even check your phone or social media. His need for control comes from his own insecurity, not love, and it can make you feel trapped or anxious.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what might seem like a protective nature is actually a sign of a controlling personality. He may say he's looking out for you, but deep down it's about keeping you under his thumb, making choices for you, setting limits, or deciding who you can talk to. Be honest with yourself. Love should help you grow, not shrink you down.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. Teamwork and sharing responsibilities aren't natural for him, so daily care, discipline, and emotional support will probably fall on your shoulders. This can leave you feeling overwhelmed, carrying the mental and physical load alone.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is very likely to lose his temper instead of staying calm. His first reaction may be to shout, get angry, or scold harshly, making the situation even more stressful for everyone. This can make them nervous to share their feelings or troubles with him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is not likely to fully support you as both a mother and your own person. While he may expect you to handle most of the parenting, he won't be quick to encourage your dreams, needs, or independence outside the home. Every woman deserves a partner who stands behind her, both as a mom and as her own person.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he's the kind of man who might seem supportive of your career at first, but later expect you to give it up once you have a child. His support can be shallow or change depending on his own needs, and he's likely to believe that your main job should be looking after the family. His true support may disappear just when you need it most.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to act polite on the surface with your parents rather than showing real warmth or genuine care. His kindness may feel forced and formal, mostly done out of duty or to save face, not because he truly wants to connect with your family. A good partner makes your loved ones feel welcome, not just tolerated. He will mostly expect your family to change for him rather than making the effort to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. Instead of patiently talking things through, he may react sharply, say something rude, or even lose his temper, adding even more tension to the situation. In tough family moments, you need calm support, not more drama.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he's the kind of man who might act modern and open minded when it's just the two of you, but then expect you to switch into the role of a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He could want you to dress a certain way, follow customs, and show extra respect around his family, even if he never mentioned it before. If you step out of line, he may criticize or pressure you, making you feel like you have to hide parts of yourself.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension between you and his family, he's more likely to stay out of it or even side with them rather than support you. He avoids getting involved in tricky situations and may expect you to handle it all on your own. This can leave you feeling isolated and hurt, wishing for a partner who truly stands by your side, especially when things get tough.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He shows many signs of being a mummy's boy, someone who puts his mother's wishes and opinions ahead of yours. In a conflict with his mother, he is unlikely to choose your side or speak up for you, even if you are right. This can make you feel second in your own marriage. always having to adjust or sacrifice.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. Instead of keeping your relationship matters between you two, he could run to his family for advice, sympathy, or backup. This can make you feel betrayed, exposed, and like your marriage has no real privacy.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So that's the story. This guy scores a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short of the standard we would want. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel like living on a roller coaster. Exciting at first, but exhausting and sometimes scary over time. You may feel always on guard, worrying about his moods, anger, or harsh words.